Have you ever felt that strange numbness, the tingling like pins and needles? It can creep in while you're sitting, standing, or even lying down. For many people over 60, it becomes just another part of daily life, something you ignore, brush off, or assume is just age. But here's the truth. It doesn't have to be. In this video, we're going to explore 5 simple but powerful practices that can help reduce or even eliminate leg numbness and tingling in your later years. These aren't complicated routines. They don't require special machines, expensive equipment, or visits to a specialist. Each one is a standalone technique, easy to do at home, and designed specifically for aging bodies. Whether your symptoms come from nerve pressure, poor circulation, or too much time sitting still, these practices target the root causes and support your legs from the inside out. More importantly, they give you back control over how your body feels each day. Stick around until the end, because even if you only apply one of these practices, the difference you feel could be immediate and long-lasting. You'll not only move better, but you'll feel more confident in your body's ability to support you as you age. Let's get started. Number 1. Seated leg stretches to release sciatic nerve tension. One of the most overlooked causes of leg numbness and tingling, especially in people over 60, is sciatic nerve compression. The sciatic nerve is the largest nerve in your body, running from your lower back down through your hips, buttocks, and into each leg. When it gets compressed or irritated, even slightly, it can cause a cascade of sensations: numbness, tingling, burning, or a strange buzzing that comes and goes without warning. For many seniors, this starts with something simple: sitting too long in the same position, a lack of hip flexibility, or tight hamstrings. Over time, these everyday postures cause the muscles around your pelvis and lower back to tighten, pinching the nerve and sending signals of discomfort down your leg. That's where seated leg stretches come in. They don't just feel good, they target the exact muscles that are most likely to compress the sciatic nerve. These stretches gently open the hips, release tension from the hamstrings, and restore flexibility to the lower back, allowing the nerve to move more freely and reducing the pressure that causes those odd sensations. One of the most effective stretches is the seated figure 4. While sitting in a sturdy chair, cross your right ankle over your left knee, making a figure 4 shape. Sit up tall, then gently lean forward from your hips, not your neck, and hold the position for 30 seconds. You'll feel a stretch deep in your hip. Switch sides. Do this once or twice a day, and you may begin to notice your legs feel lighter, less restless, and more awake. Let's take Robert, a 74-year-old, who started having nighttime tingling that kept him awake. He tried heat pads, he tried creams. Nothing worked until he started adding 5 minutes of seated stretches to his morning routine. Within 3 weeks, the buzzing in his legs had faded. He said, "It's like my nerves finally had room to breathe." That's the thing. Your body doesn't always need a pill or a procedure. Sometimes it just needs space, room to move, gentle reminders to release what's been held too tightly for too long. If your legs tingle when you sit for too long or feel like they're falling asleep while you're still awake, consider this. It might not be your nerves failing. It might be your muscles squeezing them too hard. And the fix? It could be as simple as a stretch. Number 2. Leg elevation above heart level for 15 minutes a day. There's a quiet truth many older adults don't realize. Gravity, as gentle as it seems, works against your circulation the older you get. Over time, the veins in your legs have to fight harder and harder to push blood back up toward your heart. And when they can't keep up, that blood begins to pool in your lower limbs. The result? Swelling, pressure, a heavy feeling in the legs, and yes, numbness and tingling that seem to come from nowhere. This is where leg elevation becomes one of the simplest yet most powerful daily habits you can add to your routine. And it doesn't require equipment, gym clothes, or even a change of schedule. Just 15 minutes a day with your legs elevated above your heart can make a noticeable difference in how your legs feel and function. Why? Why? Because this position allows gravity to finally work with you instead of against you. When your legs are higher than your chest, stagnant blood and fluid can drain more easily, improving circulation and reducing inflammation in the nerves and soft tissues of your lower body. Here's how to do it. Lie flat on your back on a comfortable surface, like your bed, a couch, or even the floor with a mat. Place your calves on a stack of pillows, an ottoman, or the edge of a couch, so that your feet are elevated above your heart. Stay there for 15 minutes. Breathe deeply and let your legs rest. Some people do this in the evening after a long day of standing or sitting. Others do it in the morning to help reduce the overnight swelling that builds while they sleep. Either way, it's about giving your body a short window each day to reset its fluid balance and reduce the pressure on your nerves. Consider Susan, age 70, who started elevating her legs each afternoon while listening to the radio. Within 2 weeks, she noticed her legs didn't feel as heavy when she stood up from the couch. The pins and needles she used to feel after sitting for long periods started to fade. "It's the easiest thing I do all day," she said, "and it's made one of the biggest differences." You don't need fancy therapies or long routines to help your legs feel better. Sometimes it's about taking a moment to undo the effects of gravity, to give your circulation a break, and to give your legs a chance to breathe. Number 3. Ankle pumps and toe curls every morning. When we talk about circulation, most people think of walking, stretching, or going to the gym. But what happens in those very first moments after you wake up? When your legs are still stiff, your blood is still slow, and your nerves are barely awake, can quietly determine how your legs feel for the rest of the day. That's where this small but mighty practice comes in. Ankle pumps and toe curls. It may sound simple. It may even sound too easy to matter. But these low-impact, high-benefit movements are exactly what your nerves, muscles, and blood vessels need to wake up properly, especially after 60. When you lie still for hours, like during sleep or even a long nap, circulation in the lower leg slows down. The small muscles that help pump blood back up to your heart go dormant. And if you get out of bed too quickly, you might notice tingling, numbness, or even dizziness from the sudden shift in pressure. By doing ankle pumps and toe curls while you're still lying in bed, before you even stand up, you gently stimulate circulation, re-engage the nervous system, and prime your legs for safe, steady movement. Here's how. Before getting out of bed, simply lie on your back and begin pointing your toes forward, then pulling them back toward you. That's an ankle pump. Do this 10 to 15 times, slowly. Then move to toe curls. Curl your toes tightly. Hold for a second, then release. Repeat 10 times. The whole routine takes less than 2 minutes, but the benefits ripple outward all day long. Think about Paul, age 76, who used to feel like his legs were asleep every morning. Sometimes he'd even stumble a little when he stood up. He started adding ankle pumps and toe curls before rising. After 1 week, the numbness faded. After 2 weeks, he was standing with more balance and fewer hesitations. "It was like someone turned the lights back on in my legs," he said. These little movements do more than just stir your muscles. They wake up the small nerve endings in your feet and toes, help pump blood through the calves, and remind your body that movement is coming, so it can prepare safely, gently, and in rhythm with how an aging body needs to move. No special equipment, no big-time commitment, just a few moments of intentional movement before your feet hit the floor. That's all it takes to help restore sensation, reduce discomfort, and start your day with confidence instead of hesitation. Because your legs don't need more pressure, they need more circulation, and this practice delivers exactly that. Number 4. Supportive orthopedic footwear with arch alignment. There's something we often forget as we age. Every step we take sends pressure up through our feet, into our ankles, our knees, and yes, even our lower back. And when the foundation isn't right, the impact travels. Over time, poor foot alignment doesn't just affect your posture. It can compress nerves, restrict circulation, and contribute to that creeping numbness or tingling that seems to show up out of nowhere. That's why one of the most powerful changes you can make, especially if you're over 60, is switching to orthopedic footwear that provides proper arch support and alignment. Now, when some people hear orthopedic, they imagine clunky shoes that look more like medical equipment than anything you'd actually want to wear. But the truth is, today's supportive footwear is light, well-designed, and looks just as good as it feels. The difference it makes in your legs can be extraordinary. When your arches are unsupported, your feet flatten slightly with every step. That shift pulls on tendons, tweaks joints, and misaligns the chain of movement through your legs. And over time, that stress affects more than just your muscles. It starts to irritate the peripheral nerves that run through your soles and ankles. For some, it shows up as tingling. For others, a burning sensation. And for many seniors, it gets chalked up as just another part of getting older when really, it's something you're walking on every day without realizing it. Take Alice, 73, who always wore soft, flat slip-ons around the house. She loved the ease, but started noticing numbness in her toes after standing in the kitchen for even 20 minutes. After one appointment with a physical therapist, she switched to supportive shoes with built-in arch support. Within days, the difference was noticeable. "I thought it was my nerves going," she said. "Turns out it was just my shoes." Here's what to look for. A firm, contoured arch support that matches the shape of your foot, a cushioned sole that absorbs impact, and a wide toe box that lets your toes spread naturally without squeezing or restricting blood flow. If you're unsure where to start, visit a shoe store that specializes in orthopedic or comfort footwear, or consult a podiatrist for a custom recommendation. Even a supportive insole added to your existing shoes can help, though the more precise the fit, the better the outcome. Because when you take care of your feet, your legs follow. Your circulation improves, your nerves settle, and the sensations that once felt mysterious begin to fade. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any video. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 5. Warm, cold foot soak routine in the evening. After a long day, when your legs feel heavy, dull, or numb, there's a simple ritual that can quietly work wonders. And it doesn't require anything more than 2 basins, some warm water, and a few minutes of your time. Alternating warm and cold foot soaks is one of the oldest, most effective ways to stimulate nerve endings, improve circulation, and reduce inflammation in the lower legs and feet. It's a practice rooted in both modern physical therapy and traditional wisdom. And when used consistently, it can help restore sensation and reduce the tingling that comes with age-related nerve stress. Here's how it works. Warm water expands blood vessels, encouraging flow and relaxation. Cold water contracts those vessels, reducing inflammation and waking up sluggish nerve pathways. When you alternate between the two, you create a gentle pumping effect that helps flush toxins, stimulate healing, and enhance the connection between your brain and your feet. To do it, prepare 2 tubs, one with comfortably warm water and one with cool water. Sit comfortably and place your feet in the warm water for 3 to 4 minutes. Then, move to the cold for 1 minute. Repeat this cycle 3 to 4 times, ending with cold. Dry your feet well afterward, and if you like, massage them gently with a moisturizing lotion or essential oil. Some people do this just before bed. Others find it helpful after a walk or a long day of errands. But no matter when you do it, the effects are often immediate. Less swelling, tingling that fades, a lightness in your legs that wasn't there before. Let's take Harold, 78, who struggled with neuropathy after years of diabetes. The tingling in his feet had become so constant, he stopped walking in the evenings altogether. But after incorporating the warm, cold soak into his nightly routine, he noticed a surprising change. His feet didn't feel as buzzed. They felt alive again. It wasn't a cure, he said, but it was the first time I felt relief without medication. That's the key. This isn't a miracle fix. It's a ritual. A way to gently nudge your nerves awake and tell your body, I'm paying attention to you. And that attention can go a long way, especially when numbness and tingling have been quietly stealing your comfort for years. You don't need fancy treatments. You need consistency, warmth, cold, and time. And when you give your body that rhythm, it often responds in kind with better balance, better circulation, and a growing sense that maybe your legs aren't as far gone as you once feared. Final thoughts. So, let me ask you, after hearing these 5 practices, which one are you willing to try first? Maybe it's the leg elevation, something you can do this afternoon while reading the paper. Maybe it's switching to supportive footwear, or finally committing to those 2 minutes of ankle pumps before you get out of bed. Whatever it is, know that you're not stuck with numbness, you're not destined to live with tingling, and you're not too old to feel change, real change, in your body. The most encouraging thing about these practices, they don't require a prescription. They don't demand massive lifestyle overhauls. They don't even take much time. But what they do require is your attention, your willingness to notice your body, to listen, and to respond. Not with frustration, but with simple daily care. Your legs carry you through the world. They've supported you through decades of movement, of stillness, of joy, of hardship. And now, more than ever, they deserve your support in return. Because when you improve circulation, release nerve pressure, and stay gently active, you're not just helping your legs, you're helping your independence, your confidence, your ability to move through the world with ease instead of hesitation. So whether it's one practice or all 5, the next move is yours. Don't let another day go by feeling disconnected from your own body. Choose one habit, try it for a week, see what changes, and give yourself the gift of sensation again, of waking up and feeling like your legs are truly yours. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.